You're sitting in your living room scrolling through your phone when a notification pops up. Trump is about to speak to Congress. It's his first major speech since returning to the White House, and people are already calling it historic. Some say he's fixing America, others say he's tearing it apart. But one thing is certain, what Trump says tonight changes everything. As he steps up to the podium, the room is silent, and then he speaks.
America is back.
Trump didn't waste a second. He launches into his biggest claim yet, that his presidency is the most successful in U.S. history. He says that in just 43 days, he's done more than any president in 4 years. 100 executive orders, 400 executive actions. And then, with a smirk, he adds, guess who's number 2 on the list? George Washington. How about that? The crowd erupts. Some cheer. Others sit in stunned silence. But Trump isn't here for applause. He's here to announce his most radical policies yet. The first bombshell? Immigration. Trump looks straight into the camera and says,
First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
Illegal crossings are now at their lowest ever recorded. According to Trump, his military deployment at the border is working. People aren't even trying to cross anymore. He paints a picture of chaos under Biden, calling him the worst president in American history. He describes murderers, drug dealers, and gang members flooding into the U.S. under Biden's policies. And then he drops the biggest policy shift yet, a new law called the Laken-Riley Act. It mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal immigrants. To prove his point, Trump calls out Laken's mother and sister sitting in the gallery. They lost their daughter to an undocumented immigrant. Trump looks at them and says,
So Allison and Lauren, America will never ever forget our beautiful Laken Hope Riley.
The room is dead silent. Even Democrats shift uncomfortably in their seats. But Trump isn't just here to talk about the border. Next, he goes after the federal government, freezes all federal hiring, cuts 10 old regulations for every new one, abolishes Biden's environmental policies, and then he renames the Gulf of Mexico. Yep, it's now called the Gulf of America. The crowd bursts into laughter. Even some Democrats can't help but smirk. Trump isn't done. He bans men from playing in women's sports. He removes diversity, equity, and inclusion policies from schools. And he signs an order recognizing only 2 genders, male and female. The reaction? Explosive. Republicans give a standing ovation. Democrats sit with arms crossed. Twitter, or X, is already on fire. But then, Trump drops his final bombshell. He announces a plan to sell U.S. citizenship for $5 million under a new program called the Gold Card. His reasoning? It will reduce national debt. It will bring in the world's best job creators. It will give rich immigrants a legal path to stay in the U.S. The reaction is instant. Some call it genius. Others say it's the biggest sellout in American history. Trump leans into the mic one last time and says, "The golden age of America has just begun." The room erupts. Some cheer, some boos. So, what happens next? This speech wasn't just words. Trump just announced a border crackdown like never before, a war on woke culture, a new economic strategy, and selling U.S. citizenship for millions. And here's the question, is this the start of a golden age or something else entirely? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates. See you in the next video.